So hi everyone, today in this video we're gonna develop solutions for the problems that we tend to face in our day-to-day life, always with the focus in trying to explain to you, trying to show to you that you just by grasping some of the mental models, you can already solve a lot of the type of problems that you face in your day-to-day life. And then so I hope with that you have got enough motivated to stay in this video. And then so today we're gonna try to approach a bit of the problem that appears today, and obviously more in certain regions than others. That is the problem of corruption, the problem of bureaucracy system, and then how they're bad to manage the public resources, or they bad so to decide the future of the society. And then so with that, I'm going to look for mental models that tends to fight this, and then so as well by fighting him creates a new type of alternative to manage a society, to manage and to make the government. And then so the Operation State Hack, some weapons against graft and red tape. Some of the models that already were applied in reality and were tested in Georgia, 90% corruption drop as a result, a key point indicator that's important to see being reduced. Estonia's 99% digital government, and we see that the tendency is that the government becoming more digital is intrinsically good. And the Ukraine's oligarch purge, obviously with all the situation that Ukraine is today, it's hard them to focus in other type of alternatives that's just so of the defense of the territory. But they still, and pre-war, they have done a lot of initiatives to fight this corruption, to fight this bureaucracy system that tends not to be good for the society. And then so first, zombie bureaucracy kill switch. What's the problem? Useless regulations multiply to justify jobs, and that's one of the type of problems that we see a lot with the bureaucracy. And then so obviously useless regulations multiply to justify jobs. Justify jobs, as much you justify jobs, you're so more required, you're absorbing more talents that they could be doing another thing that's more useful. And then so solutions for that. We have the automatic sunset clauses. All allows regulation expire every 5 years unless reapproved. And paperwork body cam laws. Officials must live stream permit approvals. Delays trigger artificial intelligence audits. The Georgia fired 500 corrupt traffic cops in one day, replaced with artificial intelligence cameras. Second, looter neutralization tactics. What's the problem? Resource suckers steal public funds via fake NGOs and overpriced contracts. Another thing that we see a lot. And this comes a lot with the tragedy of commons as well, because we have someone that manage the public resources and they use them to do their investments, to social security, to pay the public hospitals. But the reality is that we're going to be as much good as you would like to be managed, because it's a public resource. It's not something that's owned by someone. And we manage resources that's not owned by us. We don't tend to treat the same as we would if the thing is so from us. It's something that I'm gonna suffer the direct consequence of treating bad thing. And then so what are solutions for that? We have blockchain treasure chests. All public money tagged like FedNow can't leave approved proposed, and real-time transaction maps on public dashboards. Whistleblower predation. 30% bounty on recovered stolen funds, and anonymous crypto payments. So the Ukraine recovered $1.5 billion oligarch assets via Asset Hunter app. 3. The Centrão, okay, it's an expression of the Brazil that is attributed for the political parties that are in the center, so in the political spectrum, they are in the center. And what's the problem with that? Political blocks that extort budgets for patronage. Solutions for that: policy hostage rescue, artificial intelligence that isolates pork barrel amendments, forces standalone votes with names attached, and constituency X race. Satellite artificial intelligence tracks projects progress. The senator's X $3 million clinic equals to empty lot. As example, the Brazil's budget forensics unit exposed 1,200 ghost projects in 2023. 4. Digital government chemotherapy. What's the problem? Bureaucrats, slow service, do demand bribes. And then so what's the solution for that? Zero contract mandate. 100% online services permits taxes license. Physical office converted to artificial intelligence kiosks. Robotic process automation. RPA. Bots process documents in under 60 minutes. Estonia saves 2% of GDP year with no physical bureaucracy. 5. Vampiric contract ban. What's the problem? Chronic companies overcharge for shoddy work. And then so what's the solution for that? Artificial intelligence tender snipers. Algorithms that flag birds so over 50% average. Freeze funds with that. And glassroom procurement. Live streamed vendor selections with artificial intelligence. Conflict detectors. South Korea's saved $19 billion with artificial intelligence procurement auditors. 6. Graft dopamine reward. What's the problem? Stealing feels good, honesty feels unrewarded. And then so what's the solution for that? We have the integrity market. So what is the integrity markets? Officials earn crypto for efficiency savings. Example, cutting permits time equals to gaining tokens. Shame engines. And what is this shame engines? Facial recognition displays stolen dollars amount when corrupt officials appears in public. Singapore pays 50% salary bonuses for corruption-free service. 7. Oligarch implosion strategy. What's the problem? Kingpins control state via puppets. And then so what are solutions for that? We have the Maestro unmasking, artificial intelligence maps hidden ownership, says assets of politician puppeteers, and exile leverage. And what is the exile leverage? Plea deals return 90% loot. Avoid prison but live abroad. Malaysia jail PM Moore says $700 million from one MDB scandal. So we need a protocol because they're ideas, but alone they don't have that much power to solve the problem. So you kind of have no need to create a protocol. So a 90-day cleansing protocol. First, red tape burning week. Citizens shred obsolete regulation for crypto bounties. Looted asset museums. Display says the acts and mentions as public education centers. Algorithm purge, artificial intelligence that flags top 5% wasteful programs, and with that automatic 50% budget cut. Corruption isn't culture, it's a system failure. Treat it like smallpox. Isolate, vaccinate, and eradicate. So it's a code by author that has been studied the functioning of the public system, and so more focused in the problems that it has than normally so corruption, bureaucracy that's attached with that. So now obviously for the ideas that you create and you put to practice, you need to understand the metrics, the key points that helps you to understand. So if what you're doing is making it fat, so having a feedback. So a metric will be bribery body count. The target 0% report paying bribes. A tool, blockchain sentiment, artificial intelligence. Another metric, speed surgery, under 1 hour service delivery, tool, government process, GPS. And loot recovery rate, the target plus 70% stolen assets, the tool, forensic, artificial intelligence, bloodhounds. So, with that, I expect that you have liked the video. I expect you have understood what's the value of this channel. Is obviously so to make you be more creative, and if it's possible, if it's a problem that you face, see so the mental models, see the ideas that we are creating each of these videos, and apply and see so if they're useful for you and then so obviously I expect it makes you believe a better life. So with that, I expect that you liked the video. I expect to see you in a next one. So thank you.